Knock knock. It's another Dom video saying that ARK has broken the game. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. Now, today, there is a pretty big issue going on right now for ARK, and I have obviously been tagged in this a lot, so I wanted to cover it because Studio Wildcard have responded today on this issue, and it's been a weird, like, update. It's been really weird because, I mean, Turkey Trial is now live, but there wasn't like a announcement about it. It was very strange. This has like never happened. So it's strange. Like, obviously Turkey Trial this year is just a copy and paste from the 2023 version. But there was a patch that came with it, and this patch obviously caused some issues, but we're going to be talking about all of it today. If you guys do enjoy today's video, drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here. It really supports the channel, and let's get in with the video. So yes, last night, officially, for anyone that is wondering, because I know a lot of people are confused, Turkey Trial did go live for ARK Survival Ascended. Now, of course, it is a mod, so, you know, you have to download the mod to be able to do the event. But people were very confused because the mod went live across the whole official network without us really knowing a time. It just went live yesterday with a patch, and no one really knew what this patch was and what was going on. So it was really, really confusing. And so I was like, obviously getting ready to put the Turkey Trial live on the LoadedCrysis cluster. And I was sort of saying to everyone, like, we might just wait a little bit for Wildcard to say something, just because I worry about adding something that isn't ready if it's not the actual version. You know, Wildcard might release something early and then they're going to do another patch, and I always like to make sure that when I release an event, it's the actual up-to-date version. So anyway, waited. Everyone was like, what's the patch? What's the patch? What's going on? And yes, it did end up being the Turkey Trial update. So, live now on the LoadedCrysis cluster is the Turkey Trial update, and it's really fun to see a lot of you guys enjoying it, having fun, chasing down those turkeys again. And this is the longest time an event is going to be running, I think. It's literally November 25th until December 8th, guys. December 8th, Turkey Trial is going to be going on. So literally a week later is Lost Colony and also Winter Wonderland. So what a long event, and it brings obviously everything we talked about below. But the issue was, everyone was, well, not everyone, but a lot of people were receiving this message. And if you are playing on the LoadedCrysis cluster and receiving this message, then this video will obviously explain it to you as well for anyone that's asking. So, literally just a couple of minutes ago, Wildcard tweeted out, I was waiting for this news, survivors were aware of the content failed to load report, along with issues some regions are seeing when joining modded servers, playing with mods, or browsing the mod list. The team are investigating with high priority, and thanks for your patience. And it's so strange because I was expecting Wildcard to be like, you know, like Dolly mentioned something earlier before the Turkey Trial update went live, saying the turkeys are going live soon, and then it went radio silent. And it's so weird because even if it is a copy and paste, normally Wildcard are like, Turkey Trials are now live across all official servers, blah, 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 blah. And it's like maybe the whole office had a day off or something. I really don't know. I was just so confused. So yes, if you are experiencing this issue, Wildcard and the team, well, Wildcard is the team, are working on it extremely with high priority. And you know it's high priority at Wildcard when they put out a tweet, because they'll only put something out if they've had major reports of it. So really, the only thing I can recommend to you guys is the turning it off and turning it on. Like, literally, you know, everyone knows within ARK that when you lose items or something bugs out or anything like that, you have to come off the game and come back onto the game, and usually that fixes the issue. Sometimes you have to do it more than once, and it's a little bit frustrating. There is some sort of ongoing issues that tend to happen as well within ARK. You know, I see, the good thing about me running the cluster is I see tons of reports about, you know, people that, you know, are spawning with invisible inventory still. What else is going on at the moment? Dinos going missing? Do you know why I said mishing there? Because I was about to say dinos falling under the mesh. is been a big problem. I've literally rescued a crazy amount of dinos I mean, sometimes you can't rescue them, but like a crazy amount of dinos under the mesh recently, and these are just some of the issues why you know, the dinos under the mesh are because the old maps that haven't been built in Unreal Engine 5.5 are just a bit outdated. So yes, apologies that it isn't the most positive video and it's another ARK broke the game. I don't know how many times I've made another video on ARK broke the game, but to be honest, the reason I have to make these videos is because when I make other videos, everyone is just like, Dom, I can't even play right now. And it's like, so it's understandable, and that's why I want to be that person. I know you guys enjoy and love seeing gameplay videos and everything, but I want to be able to keep ARK players up to date as I've done for the last 10 years. And yes, over that 10 years, the amount of videos I've made saying that ARK is broken is probably the most insane amount. I reckon I'm winning. I reckon I have the title out of any other gaming YouTube channel out there to talk about a game being broken. If you can list any other games below or any other channels that might be the same, then I'll challenge you to that. But these ×2 rates, by the way, that means official servers have had these ×2 rates now since literally since the weekend, and this is going on for so long. But yeah, let me know what you think of the turkeys. One of the things I'm a bit sad about Turkey Trial this year is I'm glad that we've got it, but I used to love the passion of every ARK event. There would always be a means for people to create content for the event, but no one really seems... I mean, obviously, Thanksgiving's amazing, and I want you guys as well to let me know what you're going to be up to for Thanksgiving. But for Turkey Trial, there used to be a lot more hype behind it. You know, content creators like myself would literally make full gameplay videos on Turkey Trial because it was like that kind of excitement back then. But now, really, it's only Fear Ascended and Winter Wonderland, which always have been the most popular ones, that really get any love, and people, because that's enough content there to talk about, if that makes sense. Like, I'll do update videos, but once the update videos are out there, it's kind of the wishbones, you know, then the turkeys, and there's not that much more. It needs a bit more oomph, and that's what I think events really need that in ARK, and unfortunately, I don't think we'll be seeing that for a long time. But anyway, guys, at the end of Turkey Trial 2025 on December 8th, December 8th is a very, very big day. You will already see on the official servers a bunch of servers that are named Sunset. Now, this is because on December 8th is the preparation for the Lost Colony DLC, and so these servers have been removed from the Sunset list because they've sort of become a bit more popular since. But all of these servers will be turning into Lost Colony servers on the launch of December 16th. So there's still chances for you guys to be able to save your favorite server if you are playing on it, but it really just comes down to player count. I understand why Wildcard do it, because they can't cater for, you know, 2 people that play on 100 slot servers. You know, it's just something they can't do. And, you know, because then in the past, I think for Survival Evolved, they never used to do this sunsetting thing. So they would have huge outgoing costs on servers that have 1 or 2 players on. Then they'd pay for more servers on top of that for people to play the new DLC, and they would just have so many servers all clumped up, and loads of them only had one player on it or something. And so I don't really blame them, and I think there'd been an issue going on with the Switch version of the game, which I think they've stopped supporting the Switch version onwards. Not for the servers, they're still giving people servers to play on, but they completed the whole version with all of the DLCs, and they said they weren't going to do anything else with it, and they were going to sunset some servers. But at the same time, I know there was some really frustrated players out there that played the Switch version, but when you've literally got one person that plays on it every day, I feel bad for that one person. But when that server's costing, what, I don't know if they get any deals or anything, but let's just give it an average of $50 to $100 per server with 100 slots on. I'm just calling that an average. It's, you know, for one person to play on. I understand why they've gone down this route of sunsetting some and then prioritizing them into others. It's just good business decisions really at the end of the day. I do understand that does mean that it does say goodbye to some OG servers, but that's the sad thing. ARK Survival Ascended isn't as popular as Evolved was in its peak, but Lost Colony is going to be pretty damn busy. But anyway, guys, I am going to end today's video with a lovely, lovely in-game screenshot from I Got Spaghetti. And we're going to say goodbye as we enter into the end of November, which is just scaring me. How in the world is it the 26th of November? And obviously let me know what you're up to for Thanksgiving as well. Festive times are coming. Christmas is coming. It's a really exciting time if you are an ARK player, because obviously the last DLC we had, it wasn't actually that long ago, being Valguero, but for me, the one that really has excitement was Ragnarok, and so it's been a long time since we've had that real hype, and it's building slowly but surely as Lost Colony drops in less than 3 weeks' time. Catch you guys in my next video.